Hi guys, so here I am laying in bed, and this was probably where I'll stay for the next few days. And may I just add, yes, I know I look absolutely disgusting, but I feel like you can imagine if you fill in the blanks what I'm gonna say there. So, um, it was Thursday, and I'd had my medication delivered, which was great. I'd also got a Tesco's delivery, which was great. And sorry. Thursday evening, I started off with sorry. I started off with tickling in my throat, and when I swallowed, it was a wee bit sore. And I thought nothing of it, and it wasn't until a few hours later I started coughing. Again, I absolutely thought nothing of it. But for that day, for some reason, I was absolutely knackered. Again, not thinking anything about it. And so, I went to sleep after having tons of sleep. I still managed to sleep. But I got up the next day and I was all congested and my nose was slightly running. And I just thought to myself, oh, finally I'm getting a cold. Because, well, actually, no. Hang on, let me backtrack. Since I've had my cavernoma history, my stroke and my brain hemorrhage, one thing that I've never got, funny enough, is colds. I can't remember my last serious cold. Now, usually what happens, I get the sore throat, and I think to myself, I'm getting a cold, and by the next morning, there's no sore throat, and that's done. And that's how it hasn't been. I haven't gone like having to take Beechams or paracetamol, because of a cold, heavy cold or flu. I do get my flu vaccination every single year. But maybe I don't get colds because it might be something to do with my medication. Who knows? But anyway, that's my status. I don't usually get colds at all. So I've had this scratchy throat. It's sore. I've developed this cough. I woke up all congested, runny nose. And from there, I won't say I can't check my temperature because I haven't got any implements in the house in order to do that. However, at times I do feel clammy. But not too bad. Last night, trying to go to sleep, it felt like here and there. Similar to what you would with a head cold. Yeah. Extra tiredness again. More congested this morning. A few aches and pains. Sneezing. My eyes, stingy in the corner of my eyes, possibly round where, close to my tear ducts. Oh, sense of taste of smell. I have 5 cats, and believe me, my cats stink. Well, this morning I can even smell the cats. Also, having a cup of coffee, right? It's not so much your taste that goes; it's your distinguishing flavor. I think it is. But when you're all congested and mucousy and all that, anyway, your taste and smell is affected. But my cup of coffee this morning, you could tell that I have 2 sugars in my coffee. You could tell that obviously you're drinking something hot. You can still get sensation of hot and cold, obviously. You can still detect it's liquid that you're drinking. That doesn't change. And I knew I was tasting something sweet, but I could not taste the flavour, the bitterness and the flavour, or get the aroma off the coffee. And also eating foods. I was eating, what was it, quiche Lorraine. And then it is in my mouth, and after a few chews, it tastes a nothing, or it tastes, I don't know, it's not pleasant anyway. To the point where you want to get the food out of your mouth, but you don't want to swallow it. It makes you feel sick. So at the moment, I had chicken soup today. But again, that never really had much flavour in it. And it's getting to the point where you have to eat to keep your strength up, but then you don't want to eat because it tastes disgusting, and the flavours that you're used to enjoying, they're going to be masked in a way, or non-existent. So that's how I'm feeling. Obviously, if I get better, if I get worse, I'll let you know. Probably not a video message, but just through posts. What am I doing? I've got my locket supply. I've got strepsils. I have got things like Vicks inhaler. This is not a sponsored ad, by the way. Paracetamol. Like last night before I went to bed, I took Beecham's Max Strength capsules. I think they are flu and cold capsules. Keeping the heating on, keeping warm. Sleeping tends to help. And I went online and I ordered something that is called off there. You can get it either off the NHS website or you can get it how I did off the .gov site. And I ordered a 7-day testing kit. If anyone wants me to, I can leave the link, or I think I've got screenshots of how I done it. But a 7-day rapid lateral flow test. They're free from the NHS. As I said, it's 7 days. Something about you do it twice, on day 2 and on 4 or something. If you've been in highly populated areas, or you think you're being exposed to coronavirus, you can do that to see if you get a positive and negative result. However, I screwed up because these tests are actually for if you haven't got any symptoms, similar COVID symptoms. Well, so then I was advised not to order, but I did anyway, and hey, it's probably something handy to have around in the house anyway. I had to actually get something called, am I going to remember this? Is it TCR? Or no, PCR test. Now, I ordered that last night on the .gov site. Man, the amount of questions that they ask you out there. The lateral flow test one, that's more or less just basic information. That doesn't take long to fill in and complete that. And oh, by the way, you get it sent to your home address. It's cool. And that said, it'd be with me in 2 to 3 working days. But this PCR test, they'd send it the next day, meaning today. And I got a notification actually this morning at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much. Saying we know your post is usually delivered between 7:30, never been that early, and 11:30 on a Saturday. So your test should be with you between them times. And there's tracking availability on it. And when I checked at 3:00 this morning, it was in Inverness, and then by 7:15, I think it was 7, it had said it was in Dingwall, ready to be delivered. But no, it wasn't delivered. So it looks like I'm going to have to wait until Monday in order to do that test. And then I believe you got to send it off. Something about the lateral flow test, you just shove the big large cotton earbud up your nose. Nice. I'm not looking forward to that bit. You put it in the solution or something, you shake it, and then it's like reading the pregnancy test. Whereas this one, full instructions are given on these kits as well when you receive them. This one, I'm not sure if you need to, I think you do, you have to send it off to a lab, which may take another further 2 days. And today, I actually spoke to NHS, the COVID virus NHS 24-hour, NHS 24, sorry, oh, I can't think right now. And you're speaking to a nurse, and then they have to get some other doctor to come onto your call, and the both of them are asking you questions at the same time, and well, that takes about 20 minutes. And all that they said is basically, they ask you, have you got shortness of breath? Are you coughing anything up? Does your chest hurt? Do you have difficulty breathing? Blah, blah, blah. I think their main concern is if you're coughing, infection. I think. Well, that's what I got out of it anyway. And they said to me, you seem to be managing the symptoms, and I was like, oh yeah. I said, it just feels like a heavy cold, but it's the fact that I never get colds, is that's why it's causing, not concern, but that's why I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And I was like, what do I do in the meantime? And they went, self-isolate until at least you get your PCR test in the post, which will probably be Monday. And then I'll self-isolate until I get the results back from that. So guys, under no circumstances am I saying I've got coronavirus. As I said, it's just weird given my medical history. I haven't had a cold in a long, long time. But right now, this just feels like a heavy cold. Yeah. Me isolating, I stay indoors most of the time anyway. And I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah. I suffer fatigue anyway, but you just feel flawed. You feel yuck, you feel wiped out. You just want to curl up in a ball and go to sleep anyway, so that shouldn't really be a problem. Luckily, I've got all my supplies. Like I said, I've been to Tesco's. I've got my medication for this month. So, all's a good, and yeah. And, yeah, I want to carry on curling up in the ball and sleeping, so sorry that this is 14 and a half minutes. Thank you so much. Please don't be concerned, because I'm not. I have had my flu injection, like I said. I am fully COVID vaccinated. I get my booster in January, I think it is. So, yeah, just let's see what happens, huh? Okay, peeps, alright. Hope all you stay safe in the meantime, and no doubt I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for listening. Bye.